What's going on, guys? Today is Sunday, and I'm gonna go out of my way here and do something that I really never do, and that I usually try to stay away from, and that's like movie reviews and movie criticism. But I've looked online, and I'm trying to see if anybody else has the same, shares the same thoughts, and I haven't really found anything. So I decided to make a quick video on this, and it's on that new Captain America Civil War movie. Now, this movie was so freaking bad, and it was so damn boring, that this thing actually bothers me. Like, I literally, I went home and I laid in bed, and I was bothered by how crappy and how freaking boring this damn movie was. And you know what? I'm gonna say this at the very beginning of the video. I keep falling for the same, cash grab, Marvel characters and all this, all the hype. But I'm done with this thing, man. I'm done. I had a feeling coming into this movie that it was gonna suck, because the last one, the Age of Ultron, was a snooze fest all the way from the beginning just to the very last 10-15 minutes of CGI fighting that was a little bit exciting. And I told myself, I'm like, I'm starting to see a pattern here. I'm starting to see how they're doing this. They're going off of people's hype and the fanboys and all this crap. And they're turning this Marvel Cinematic Universe thing into the new Call of Duty. This is the Call of Duty series of theaters. Now, after waiting in line for almost an hour, just standing there for this movie, everybody's hyped up. We're excited. The trailers looked alright. It wasn't the best, but you know what? Damn, they got some cool stuff, some cool elements. Let's go check it out. So we're waiting in line for an hour, and we finally go in. And as soon as the movie starts, it was instantly, I was like, oh crap, here we go. They just started off on a horrible freaking foot with this damn movie. It instantly felt boring already. Another problem with this movie is that it's almost 3 hours long. 3 hours long. Now, this would have been like Avatar, where it's you're taken into all these new worlds and experiences, and there's these battles and this wonderful freaking story to get behind, and these characters you actually care about. It's it's 3 hours of all these weird background stories and flashbacks and different Avenger characters that nobody really cares about, that they're trying to they're really trying their best to get people to get emotional behind these characters and care about them, and and feel sorry. And no, it was just boring. Whoever created this, these character backgrounds or whatever, it was just the worst. They apparently have no experience in getting people emotionally involved with their characters. I just wanted it to just hurry up already and just get to the action, man. It was dragging way too long. Another problem I had with this movie was the villain. Forgettable. One of the most forgettable freaking villains I've ever had the displeasure of seeing in a freaking movie, man. Just, to put it out there, not really much of a spoiler, because there's nothing really even important about this guy. It's some freaking German Nazi or Ugandan white guy who's nobody's ever heard of. Super freaking boring. He doesn't even fight anybody. All he does is slither, sneakily get these Avenger characters to start hating each other, and that's about it, man. This guy is pretty much a glorified instigator. Another problem that I had was, not only was the movie too damn long, it was 3 hours long. In total, if you were to time with a timer, in total, every fighting scene, there was no more than maybe 10 to 15 minutes of action, and it was the most confusing kind of crap going on, because any of these guys could have easily killed each other, and they're kind of just playing that slap fight, oh, stop it, just back off. It was just horrible. Spider-Man, absolutely worst appearance ever. Costume was alright, all that crap was alright, all the visual stuff, but his introduction, his character, his personality, dude, it was absolutely horrible. This guy was more like a comedy prop, and every little fight scene or whatever, it was nothing more than these little cheesy one-liner jokes. Spider-Man in this movie was if they would have gotten one of the fanboys, threw a Spider-Man costume on him, and threw him in the fight, and he's meeting all his favorite characters. It was the worst introduction of a character that I've ever seen to date. I actually, there was a couple people behind me who were falling asleep. There was a point where the movie got quiet, and there was this one guy who was actually snoring. And I looked back, and one of his friends is waking him up, you know. I actually fell asleep for maybe like a total of like 20 or 30 seconds of the entire movie. It was that freaking boring. So that was it, you know. I was just pissed off. I don't do movie reviews. I'm not a critic or anything like that. I'm just a person who, like many people, was hyped up and was, you know, trying to, you know, have this good movie going experience for the weekend and all that. And you know what, man? There was many times where I almost walked out of that damn theater and got my money back. Captain America: Civil War, absolutely one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of movies. I put up with a lot of crap. This movie was pure garbage. Super boring, 3 hours long, nothing but weird and boring, like, character background stories that nobody gave a crap about. No fight, barely any fighting scenes. This thing is the new Call of Duty of the movies. They're just gonna keep pumping them out. People are gonna keep, you know, backing them up and going behind them. And, you know, this movie's awesome. It was the best. You're gonna go in that movie, you're gonna sit down, and I guarantee the first 2 to 3 minutes you're gonna be like, oh god, oh, what the hell is this crap? Okay, you know, maybe there's going to be a fighting scene. Okay, oh, okay, no fighting scene. I literally checked my watch, an hour in. Okay, where the hell's going to... When is somebody going to fight? When am I going to start? 2 hours in, I was like, okay, I'm about to walk out. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, yo, we're about to walk out of this thing. She wanted to walk out too. And, you know, almost 3 hours in, there's like this little cheesy 10-minute freaking fight. And it was like, they didn't even get anywhere. It was the worst, man. If you guys go check out this movie, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you thought it was good or not, you know. I'm not a movie critic or any of that. I just felt pissed off that I wasted my money watching this piece of crap. Last one I'm watching, I'll Redbox this junk with one of my kids later on. You guys take it easy. Peace out. Deuce out.